Hey, welcome back. Today we're working on our giveaway vehicle that literally all you have to do is subscribe. 1973 GMC cab over. Um, you win it, you come get it. It's gonna be awesome. We got a bunch of stuff to do. We're gonna build the flatbed today. We're gonna try to mount the fuel tank, and I'll show you what I'm doing with the exhaust. And there's gonna be a few other things that we're gonna take care of. So, you're watching Whiskey Dents. Thank you for joining me. Oh, hit the like button. Thanks. I think we should do a little bit of a flashback to see just how far this thing has came from. Like the day I picked it up and, maybe a few videos and whatever else, but it's gonna be awesome. Check it out.
Oh, it does sweet burnouts. Yeah, it does.
Slow is slow.
Yeah, you didn't grind that time. Spoke too soon.
This is Batman coming to you from Mill Creek Fab Shop, and you're watching Whiskey Dents.
All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we cut off a whole bunch of this frame before. So my buddy Christian brought me the piece back, luckily. So I'm gonna take 14 inches off of this. We're gonna weld it on the back. We're gonna mount our fuel cell right here. And here's the exciting thing. I'm gonna run some stacks, one on each side of the frame, up. They're gonna be just a hair higher than the roof line, but I think it's gonna look absolutely sweet. I figured out what color I'm gonna paint it, but I'm not saying anything yet. It's a bit of a secret. What else? We're gonna start on the framework for our flatbed, which, since I'm gonna have a fuel cell here, the plan is to leave, the box is gonna start here basically and go back. And then when we do our bedsides, obviously it'll close this gap up. Yeah, that'll give me a little bit of room if I need to get in here and do whatever. So it just makes sense. So I'll get that cut off. We'll get it cleaned up, clamped on. We'll weld it on, make her a little bit longer. Yeah, that's where we're at. Let's go. All right, pretty simple what we're doing here. It's gonna mark 14 inches. Even though it's wet, that's where we're at. And these cuts will line up exactly because this is where I cut it off from. So I don't know how long I'm going to be able to record today. I had a service that used to pick, like poop out of the backyard and stuff. So now I have to do that because they quit because they found out I didn't have any animals. Whatever. One more thing we'll probably look at is figure out how we're going to get that secured. Being that I'm going to raise the bed floor up like 6 inches, my bumper is going to come up 6 inches. So that should look real nice. I don't know if you can see it, but it's going to have some mud flaps as well. Should be sweet. Man, that's so much easier than walking. Maybe I'll just zoom in and out every time. So yeah, I'm going to lop this off quick. Get it clamped on, and then I'll be back. All right. This little segment here is for Glenn over at 1776 Garage. What I was talking about the other day was you brace yourself with your left hand. You know what I mean? So you're not just holding the stick out here. It's a lot easier to get more accurate when you're holding it, with this finger, whatever. Just something to sturdy it. So what you do, it's basically like shooting pool. You just want to sturdy your stick or whatever. So then you just arc it, go back and forth. Good to go. That's what I meant. So I know it's not supposed to be a straight cut, but I hadn't anticipated welding this back on. So this is what we're doing. It's supposed to be more like that. I do still need to fish plate that, and I'm going to do this one as well because we're going to have our bumper obviously on there, but then we're also going to have that receiver attached. So we want to make sure that this is sturdy. You don't ever want your trailer coming off because that could be bad news. So this is where our fuel cell is. I still need to make the brackets obviously, but for building the flatbed right now, we're just going to leave it there for mock-up. But I am going to build some angle iron frame on each side, and then I'll have a rod going through here, and then bolt it on each side. So it should keep it where it needs to be. Also, the bed sides are probably going to be about yay high. So I think what I may do is maybe put some type of an angle on here and then go that way just a little bit. So it's a little easier to get to because I think it's going to really be a reach to get in there. Yeah. Our exhaust obviously is going to be sticking way out here. Actually, I'll grab it. I'll set you up on tripod so you guys can see it. All right. Just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm going with the exhaust right about there. Just over the roof line so you can kind of see it, but barely. And it is going to be straight pipe, big block. So this thing's going to sound awesome. I really don't think anybody's going to pull you over because of your loud exhaust. They might want to check it out. So if you like talking to old guys at gas stations, you're going to love this thing. All right. Here's a rough concept of what I'm doing. So right now, the wheels stick up 2 3/4 inches above the frame. So I think it hits a bump stop at like 4 inches. I don't know if it's going to ever flex that much, but so I'm going to do 7-inch spacers. I'll do one there, and then I'll have a support across the middle as well. So I need to cut 7 of them. Six of them at 7 inches, and then this will get all this raised up. I'm gonna have to shorten these just a little bit. There's a lot of thinking involved in this. So I want this to be about right here. Because when I build the inside of my box, I want it to be straight down because I'm going to have like a 2-inch lip over here and then drop it straight down. And then I'll have an angle that comes over that's going to rest on the flatbed. And probably some stakes or some sort that will hold them in place. So that's where I'm going with that. It's probably going to look a little weird when you don't have the sides on running down the road, but whatever. I probably won't ever drive around like that anyway. Maybe the soon-to-be winter can do that. But I'm also using, I think they're 14 by, what is it, 3, if I'm not mistaken. Some old like planking that they use, on construction sites. We got some stuff that's really old. It's so old and deteriorated that we really can't use it on job sites, but it's still got good bones. So I'm going to cut some pieces of it and lay them in there real nice. So, yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to get these risers cut, and we'll start getting the front and then this one raised up. And, yeah, go from there. Oh, something really exciting that I thought of. For one, we are going to extend this all the way out and secure it to that. So this will all be filled. I'm going to lose these marker lights and blinkers, and I'm going to either put them here or in the middle. I was going to go 4 headlights, but in the early 60s when they had these, they had 4 headlights, so I'll just leave this the way it is. We're going to lose that reflector. I don't like these mirrors. Those are going to get gone too. I don't know what style I'm going to put on, but it'll probably be something smaller that might be mounted, maybe somewhere in here. I'm thinking round. What else? Oh, I might as well reveal what color I'm going to paint it. So at this body line, it's going to be black all the way down, and then the top itself is going to be white. The reason I want to leave this bottom black is that so I can mimic all of this fancy detail on here. So I can it's not going to be here anymore, but maybe I'll do something here, or I don't know. We'll figure it out once we get there. But I think it's really going to look nice. Go with a nice gloss and then a really bright top. Gonna almost give it like a tuxedo look. I think it's gonna be awesome. Tell me what you guys think. I really wanted to go orange with the white, but I don't know. I think the black and white's just gonna set it apart, make it look different. If it's not gonna look, it's already extremely different from anything else. But what do you guys think about that? I think it's gonna be awesome. But all right, well, let's get back on the flatbed. All right, I got my spacers cut. I need to clean up the frame real quick, and I'll weld these on where they're at, and then I'll put the angle iron on top of it. Secure that. Secure this one. I know 8 inches seems like a lot, but the wife doesn't complain. Just kidding. That'll help me raise my bumper up as well, so then that receiver will go underneath a lot better, so the receiver won't be 14 feet in the air. I think it's gonna look good. I'm gonna get these cleaned up, welded on. I'll get the angle irons welded on, and then I'll probably put the bumper back on so we can see what it looks like. So let me get this cleaned up and I'll be back. Hey, it's also that time of the month. We get to do another Super Clean giveaway. So if you want double entries for this one, comment I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. Otherwise, just put Super Clean for just regular one entry. That's all you want. Just one. got the start of a flatbed going. I left these long because I'm gonna run a string line, I think. So I get this absolutely perfect. Or maybe I'll get a T-square or something and measure off. I'll make a mark on each side of the cab and measure off the frame and then do that. But yeah, it's coming together nicely. I'll get those cut, and then I got the supports to go out, or the side pieces. And we'll really be able to tell what we're doing here. So far, so good. It's all nice and square. We're winning. All right. I set this like this so that we'll have a ton of weld in there, and then I can weld along this bottom edge. Left the back long. I'm gonna lop that off once the time comes. Probably about 10 minutes. Do the same thing to the other side. It's looking good. It'll be plenty high. I like it. All right. Frame's all tacked together nice. Like an idiot. I pulled the welder over a little bit, and then I knocked this over, and I broke the regulator. Whoops. So, yeah, I guess I'm done welding for right now. Oh, it happens. It just sucks that I borrowed this welder from my brother. Sorry, randomness with Jeff. Looks like you're getting a brand new regulator. Woohoo! I like it. You guys seeing the vision? Do you know what I mean? Once the box is all built and it's all same level, following that body line, oh man, this thing is gonna look so good. Can't wait. Really getting exciting. We've really been making a lot of progress, and it's starting to show. So hopefully my sheet metal guys will get me this stuff. We can start on the box sides. Man, it's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna work out real nice. Get that receiver on there just a little bit lower. Get some mud flaps on it. This is going to look good. It's just sitting on there. I really, really hope it doesn't fall off. It does look a hair high. Maybe I should pound it down maybe another inch. But, I don't know. I think it looks good. All right, I think I'm going to leave this exactly where it's at. And the reason being is that, hey, I'm over here. Come on, pay attention, guys. The reason being is that once I get that cab, the other cab, I'm going to cut, I don't know, probably this whole piece out. And then it's going to be shifted over here. And that'll be the back of our box, obviously. So if you can kind of see where that body line is, the bottom of that part should be tucked in like right here. And there'll be a small gap right here, which is fine. The tailgate that I make is going to be covering that. So I think we're sitting really good. I really wish I could weld this bumper on right now. Oh, I'm back, sorry. Cameraman sucks. Anyways, I think that is exactly where we need to be. If you guys know any custom mud flap places that want to make me some mud flaps, you know, they want to be, I don't want to pay for them. I'm cheap. Oh, hey, my birthday's coming up on Tuesday. I think it's the 19th. If anybody wants to send me $300 so that I can get that other cab, you know, send it to me. Thanks. What do you think about that? Apparently when I drilled my holes for my lights, I was an inch off to one side. Whoops. So obviously we're gonna fix that, but that's where that's gonna be sitting, which I think is gonna be the perfect height. I do need to straighten that piece out and clean it up really good. The plan is for mounting it is that I'm going to get some heavy duty angle iron, and I'll weld it to the frame right here, and then I'll bolt it here. And I'm gonna have to modify this rear bracket because obviously it's not gonna work sticking into the springs. So I don't know. Try to figure out how to tie this in a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's gonna look great. Actually be able to pull something around. I really wish the sheet metal shop would get me my sides from a box. That would be nice. All right, so hopefully this week, I was gonna put one brace down the middle, but then that's gonna eat into our suspension travel area. So I may just put one here and then one here. The decking or whatever that we're using is gonna be way overkill. So I'm not too worried about it, but I don't know. I think we did good. I think it's gonna look real nice. Lots of progress. I wish I wouldn't have screwed up the welder because I probably would have secured my bumper, and I could have got my gas tank mounts taken care of, but oh well. Well, you don't realize how much you need something until one of your tools breaks, like your welder. That sucks. I really don't want to touch the interior at all right now until we get the spare cab, because I know some of that cab is pretty solid, you know, in these areas. And it's a lot easier to cut a piece out that is matching than it is to try to make that. Obviously, I'm fully capable of making that, but I'm not going to. I am going to take this mat out when the time comes and lay it down on a piece of carpet and cut it so it matches perfectly. I would like to put a different stereo in here. Yeah, might as well climb up in, huh? I'm going to get all this cleaned up. I was thinking just a regular CD player or something in there, and then maybe some 6x9s or something, like in boxes in the corners, because you might think that there's plenty of room in here and you can see a lot, but you can't see nothing in this thing when you're driving it. I don't know if it's because you just sit so high up in the cab or what, but yeah, good times. I think I might just paint the whole interior black. It's easy. Why not? This piece here, I'm sure that the other one was straight, so I'll probably fix that. The parking brake is that round drum right there. I think that'd be fairly easy to fix that as well. It's just on a cable. It may just need to get adjusted. So. Also, these doors got a bunch of Bondo in them. The other side's even worse. I don't know if you can see it in here, these cracks and stuff. I don't know how much is in there, but I don't want to deal with it, so I'm going to use the donor vehicle's doors. What else? I'm going to definitely need some parts on it. I tried to turn the cab lights on the other day, and nothing lit up, which was odd. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. We got a lot of progress done. Sucks I broke the welder, but I'll get it fixed for next week. Don't you worry. And I'll put some pressure on the sheet metal guys so that we can start getting our box sides ready. And yeah, if one of you guys send me $300 for that other cab, then maybe we'll go get that and cut it up. So, you guys have a great week. Get out in the garage and do something. I dare ya. Promise you'll enjoy it. Unless you don't. I don't know what to tell you. You probably shouldn't even be in the garage then. All right. See you guys next week.